Қайырлы күн, мен нөмірі 1 Алматы Қазақ мемлекеттік гуманитарлық-педагогтық колледжінің шетелдері және оқыту әдістемесі ПЦК оқытушысы Алимбекова Н.Н. қызы. Бүгінгі біздің өтетін тақырыбымыз Robert Burns. Today's theme of our lesson, Robert Burns. Let's start our new lesson theme. Learning objectives that this lesson is understand Robert Burns' position as the national poet of Scotland and his happy romantic era Odysseus as a national poet, an example of primitivism. Identify characteristics of romanticism in Burns' poetry. All about Robert Burns. Who is Robert Burns? Robert Burns was a Scottish poet and later is known as the national poet of Scotland, and his work is very well known and celebrated worldwide. He wrote his works in both Scots language and the Standard English, and he sometimes liked to voice his political views through them. He also wrote folk songs which are still enjoyed by many people today. Robert Burns' early life. He was born in Almaty in 1759. His parents were called William and Agnes. He was the eldest of 7 children. His family were poor and he led a life of hardship and poverty with most of education provided by his father. His father was a tenant farmer and Robert had helped him on the farm from a young age. This inspired him to write poems about different things he saw. During this time he wrote the famous poem about mouse and the wild woodblouse. Robert Burns' life. In 1788, Burns married Jane Moore. That year, he also traveled around Scotland, collecting local songs and writing about his travel. Here just some of the places he traveled to. This is Inverness, Aberdeen, Dundee, Perth, Edinburgh, and Glasgow. Robert Burns died on 21st July in 1796 at the age of 37 to his failing health and ongoing heart condition. His funeral took place on the 25th of July, the same day his 12th child Maxwell was born. Robert Burns had 12 children altogether. Burns' most famous poem songs Auld Lang Syne is Guinness Book of World Records. It was written in 1788. The phrase Auld Lang Syne literally translated to Auld Lang Syne basically means days gone by. So it is song about friendship and looking back at day gone by. It is one of the 3 most popular songs sung in the English language and is sung all over the world on New Year Eve. Can you guess which song is the most popular in the English language? Of course, this is Happy Birthday. Okay, students, now listen the song Auld Lang Syne by Robert Burns.
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and auld lang syne? For auld lang syne, my jo, for auld lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne, and surely he'll be your pint stoop, and surely I'll be mine, and we'll take a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne, for Auld Lang Syne, my jo, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll take a cup of kindness
so beautiful song by Robert Burns. Okay, and the Burns' most famous poems and songs, Two Mouse in 1785. He wrote Two Mouse after he turned over Teeny Field, Mouse Nest with My Plot, and the Red Rose in 1794, poem about falling in love. And the Tam Chanter described a farmer called Tom riding home from the pub of his horse called Meg, and the address to Haggis in 1787. Poem which celebrated his love for Haggis. The Scottish and many other people celebrate Robert Burns' life every year on his birthday, 25th January, by having a Burns Supper of Burns Night. There is a club and associates formed outside of Scotland as well in honor of him, including New Zealand. The Scottish immensely proud of Robert Burns' achievement and regard him as national treasure, and the Robert Burns Birthplace Museum is situated in the location of Robert's first ever home, built by his father, William Burns. The house Burr was born in now the Robert Burns Birthplace Museum. It is visited by over 1,000 people every year. After Queen Victoria and Christopher Columbus, there are more statues of Robert Burns around the world than any other non-religious person. How many there are? What do you think? There are 60. Robert Burns is such an iconic figure in modern Scottish culture that he was voted to be the greatest Scot by the Scottish public in a survey held by National Scottish Television Channel STV. Okay, students, now let's do the exercises. Activity first, match the word and the phrase to their definition. Use a dictionary if necessary. Morrow, delight, sorrow, longing, anguish, guilt, bread, oath, and the spear. Activity second, read the poem. And the activity third, read the sentence below and decide if they are true or false. First sentence, the author is looking forward to the next day. Second sentence, the author's soul is delightful. The author was stopped hearing. The author is afraid. The author has been having nightmares, and the author will give anything for glories to get better. And the reflection of the lesson. Green, not problem. All of is clear. Yellow, I have some little problem. And the red, I don't understand the task. I need one's help. Marking students. So your marks for today is excellent, good, and satisfactory. Home task. Read all materials and write down in your copybook the exercise 4, page 22. Learn by heart poem A Red Rose in 1794 by Robert Burns. If you haven't questioned, the lesson is over. Goodbye, students.